And I refuse to do that. I'm not gonna ask middle-class families to give up their deduction for owning a home or raising their kids just to pay for another millionaire's tax cut. I refuse to ask students to pay more for college or kick children out of Head Start programs or eliminate health insurance for millions of Americans to pay for a tax cut we can't afford. And I will not turn Medicare into a voucher. I explained why yesterday. Governor Romney doubled down on this proposal last night, and he is wrong. No American should ever have to spend their golden years at the mercy of insurance companies. They should retire with dignity and the care that they've earned. So we can reform Medicare the right way by reducing health care costs, not by asking seniors to pay thousands of dollars more, and we will keep the promise of Social Security, strengthen it, but we won't turn it over to Wall Street. Now, Madison, we talked a lot about domestic affairs yesterday, but we're going to have a chance to talk about what's happening abroad as well. You know, 4 years ago, I promised to end the war in Iraq, and I did. I said we'd wind down the war in Afghanistan in a responsible way, and we are. And because we were able to refocus attention, Al-Qaeda's on the path to defeat, and Osama bin Laden is dead. Now, there's still a lot of threats out there. We saw that just tragically in the last couple of weeks. And that's why, so long as I'm Commander-in-Chief, we'll sustain the strongest military the world's ever known. And when our troops take off the uniform, we'll serve them as well as they've served us. Nobody should have to fight for a job or a roof over their heads when they have fought for America's freedom. We will honor that commitment. Now, I don't know who's going to show up in the next debate, but I do know that the real Mitt Romney said it was tragic to end the war in Iraq. He won't tell us how he'd end the war in Afghanistan. I have and I will. And I'm going to use the money that we're no longer spending on war to pay down our debt and to put more people back to work, rebuilding roads and bridges and schools and runways. After a decade of war, it's time to do some nation building here at home. So this is the choice we face. This is what the election comes down to. The other side will tell you that since government can't do everything, it should do almost nothing. If you can't afford health insurance, hope you don't get sick. If a company is releasing pollution into the air that your children breathe, well, that's the price of progress. If you can't afford to start a business or go to college, borrow money from your parents. You know, that's not what this country is about. That's not how our greatness was built. Here in America, we believe we're all in this together. We understand it's not about what can be done for us, it's about what can be done by us together as one nation and as one people. That's what we believe. We're the reason the mother in Green Bay doesn't have to worry about her son being denied medical coverage because of a pre-existing condition. You made that happen. You're the reason a middle-class family in Milwaukee got a tax cut. Money they can use to buy groceries and put gas in the car and pay their bills. You did that. You're the reason that a student right here at the University of Wisconsin is getting more help paying her college education. Or a veteran can go to this school on the new GI Bill. You made that happen. You made that happen. You're the reason a young immigrant who went to school here, grew up here, pledged allegiance to our flag will no longer be deported from the only country she's ever called home. You're the reason an outstanding soldier won't be kicked out of the military just because of who he loves. And you're the reason thousands of families have finally been able to say to loved ones who served us so bravely, welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Madison, that's why you can't buy into the cynicism that is so prevalent. The idea that the change we fought for somehow is impossible. Because when that happens, yeah, change doesn't happen. If you give up on the idea that your voice can make a difference, then other people fill the void. The well-connected, the lobbyists, the folks who can write $10 million checks to try to buy this election are the ones who are trying to make it harder to vote. Washington politicians who want to control healthcare choices that women are perfectly capable of making themselves. You can't let that happen. You've got to move us forward. I've always said change doesn't happen in 1 year or one term or even one president. It doesn't happen with one political party. Change happens because everybody gets involved and says it's going to happen. It certainly can't happen if you're someone who wants to lead the nation but writes off half the nation before you even take office. You know, in 2008, 47% of the American people did not vote for me. They voted for John McCain. But on the night of the election, I said to those Americans, I may not have won your vote, but I hear your voices. I need your help. I'll be your president too. And I don't know how many folks will vote for me this time, but I want you to know I'll be with you no matter what. Because I'm not fighting to create Democratic jobs or Republican jobs. I'm fighting to create American jobs. I'm not fighting to improve schools in red states or blue states. I'm fighting to improve schools in the United States. I'm not fighting on behalf of values that are rich or poor, or business or worker. I'm fighting for those American values of hard work and looking out for one another. And they belong to all of us. And if we rally around those values, if we have a genuine sense of patriotism about how we build an economy where everybody's getting a fair shot, then we're going to strengthen the middle class, and we're going to keep moving forward. And I believe that our politics is not as divided as it seems sometimes. I still believe in the American people. They are what gives me strength every single day. They are what gets me up in the morning, and they're what I'm thinking about when I go to bed at night. I believe in you. I'm asking you to keep believing in me. I'm asking for your vote. And if you stand with me and work with me, we will win Madison again. We'll win Wisconsin again. We will win the election again. We'll finish what we started in 2008 and remind the world why the United States of America is the greatest